Right, bearings. Bearings north, south, east, west, and they're 90 degrees between each. So this is a bearing of 0, this is 090, this is 180, 180, 270, and then back to 360. So if I was to do 150, I'd come out here and say it's 150 because it's how far you turn from north. That would make this one 60 and this one 30. So to mark those in is pretty important. I'll come back to this. I'll just do some questions. What is the bearing? If it's 10 in there, it's how far I've turned from north. So I've gone 180 plus 10, so it's 190. The bearing is how far I've turned from north. So I've nearly made 90. But I've gone back 12, so it's 78. It's got to be 3 digits. Southwest is 45 here, because it's halfway between south and west. So I've gone 22.5 here, because that's got to be 45 as well. So I've gone 90, 180, plus 22.5. So my bearing is 202.5 degrees. This one here, how far have I turned from north? Do you get how it's how far I turn from north all the time? It's 360 minus 67.5, which brings me 292.5 degrees, and that's the bearing. Well, have a look at this question. Part of the problem people have is getting the diagram. So it says a ship is 10 nautical miles. It could be 10 kilometres. That's just the distance we use for aviation. A ship A is 10 nautical miles east of a lighthouse. Lighthouse, ship A, 10. It's east of L. A second ship bears southeast from the lighthouse. So it's southeast out here. But is due south of A, so this has to be 90 degrees. This is B. This is 45 because it's southeast. Calculate the distance the second ship is from the lighthouse. So I've got this triangle happening here, a right angle triangle, 10, 45, x, it's cos 45 equals 10 on x. We haven't done a switcheroo for a while. That's a switcheroo. 10 on cos 45. I'll just do that on my calculator. 10 divided by cos 45. And I get 14.14 metres. But once one decimal place, so it's 14.1. Have a look at a second example. A ship sails on a bearing of 130 degrees. Well, it's between 90 and 180 out here. This is 40. And this is 50. And it goes for 10. Calculate how far south it is at its starting point. So I've got a triangle, opposite and hypotenuse. Sine 40 is x on 10. X is 10 sine 40. That's 6.4 metres. Question 10. On a hike, Lisa walks 3 kilometres south and then turns and walks west 1.2. Calculate Lisa's bearing from her starting point. What I want to do is calculate this area here. Oh, hold on. No, that's the starting point from Lisa, because where I'm from is where I draw the cross. So I actually want to find this here. That's the bearing of Lisa from her starting point. And to do that, I just have to find that angle and add it to 180. So how do I find that angle? I've got opposite and adjacent. Tan theta is 1.2 over 3.5. I'll work that out. Let's say 19 degrees. Therefore the bearing is 180 plus 19, which is 199 degrees. I'll do the last one in class.